So what are some of the cool things about the Panasonic Lumix G2? Over and above the Panasonic G1, the most notable and cool feature is the addition of a touch screen. You will notice that the touch screen does allow you to pick a focus point. Let me see if I can better illustrate that for you here. I can choose a focus point and easily adjust the focus area because I'm on the setting for focus here, and so that's pretty neat. I can then set that, and so whatever within this area will be the focusing point. You can see the eye sensor, which turns on and off the LCD, is quite sensitive. Okay, so that's a pretty cool feature. The new touchscreen. The new touchscreen also works in the mode of displaying pictures. Let me just take a bunch of pictures here, and sorry, I have to wait while the system. Okay, so here we are. We can scroll through pictures. Isn't that cool? We can also zoom in. So that's pretty cool. It does put some information on the screen here. You can reverse that. So that's a pretty neat function, the addition of a touch screen. Okay, the buttons have changed somewhat over the even the G2 configuration. You can see here some of the buttons on top. Most notably is the removal and the moving of the wheel, which controls the shutter speed, right? Okay, and that's a new addition is this lovely menu system that displays your settings, and this wheel is actually a double function wheel where it will toggle between the next one, which is the f-stop, the aperture. So I really like this capability with the new menu system in there. See if I can bring up what is set with the GH1. Slightly different, actually a lot different. You see that there is no slider on display. The numbers just simply change, and one of the things I must say I'm not really comfortable with the G2 is that moving of the wheel to the rear. There may be some value to it because this recording button, which is the dedicated video record button, does tend to get in the way sometimes, even though it is edged out and not necessarily depressed. It can get in the way, as well as the display button here, which has been moved over to the side on the G2 and recessed, so that doesn't get depressed in the event you're carrying the camera and bounce that against your side. So dedicated record button on top versus the back. So I think this is probably something that I would have to get used to. At this point, I don't have to, since I have a GH1 versus a G2. It does feel more comfortable since I am a Canon user as well, where the wheel is on the front. Okay, so that really covers a lot of the functionality of the camera. The quick menu button has been moved, and I do like the nature of the menus again, where they do this drop down and gives you a selection capability by using the navigation keys. So that's a really nice improvement over the menus seen within the GH1. If I press quick menu here, you notice that I don't get any of that functionality unless I then press the menu button, and then it is horizontally displayed instead of vertically. So there are some niceties and some changes that I think really does improve the usability of the camera with respect to the menu functions. And I remember all of this is visible through the electronic viewfinder when your eye is up to the eyepiece here. Overall, I think the camera itself, well, the technology, Four-Thirds, Micro-Fourthirds, speaks for itself. The camera, the picture quality, I won't get into that. There will always be an argument that, yeah, a larger sensor will always be better. If you're just looking to get started in a DSLR, would like the ability for point and shoot capabilities with a program setting, fully automatic, point and shoot. The ability of some of the point and shoots today also has this functionality for touch focusing and touch shutter. So really, I think the G2 is entering a market segment that straddles the line between those users that want the typical point and shoot and would like the ability to grow into a much more functional device with respect to addition of interchangeable lenses. Something I didn't quite like with the G2 is the implementation of the memory card holder and into the battery slot. You'll notice here the SD card slots in here next to the battery. This is convenient in the sense that it is a one-stop place to go, but in the event that you have a tripod mounting here, opening and closing the hatch will present a problem. Do take note that the G2 does support the new SDXC high capacity extra capacity cards, which is a really nice function. Coming back just for comparison purposes, this is the Panasonic GH1. The battery compartment is an isolated place, and the memory slot is on the side. So it all depends on how you look at things. This is definitely still also an issue with respect to putting a tripod mounting here. The battery door can open. Okay, so that's some additional information for you to digest. So that's it for the video review, video introduction for the Panasonic Lumix DMC-G2. I really like the camera. Again, I like the form factor because I bought myself a GH1, even though I also have a Canon device. So I leave it up to you to make a decision. But if you do have some feedback and request some have some questions to ask, please do drop those in the comments, and I'll see if I can feedback to you as best I can. Until then, thanks for watching I-Dig It All. and we'll see you again real soon.